Всем привет, с вами канал Гейминг, и сегодня мы начнем нашу игру в Jade Empire. Jade Empire — это игра, выпущенная в 2007 году, специально для ПК от компании BioWare. В общем, мы начинаем. Всем приятного просмотра. Оставайтесь до конца. И, конечно же, первое, с чего мы начнем, это создание персонажа. В данном случае мы будем играть за ученую Ли. Тип персонажа магический, это очень прекрасно. Можно выбрать несколько стилей. Для начала поменяем некоторые характеристики. Здоровье, ну это всем понятно, используется для нашей шкалы жизни. Дух используется для магических способностей персонажа. И разум используется для концентрации и реакции в бою. Мы будем прокачивать уровень С. Ну, пусть это будут наши стандартные характеристики. Применяем. На начальном этапе можно выбрать несколько стилей. Один из них — стиль поддержки, это небесная волна и легендарный удар. И получается 3 стиля атакующих. Я выберу стремительного тигра, потому что он the best of the best. Готово. Ну, в принципе, на этом заканчивается наше создание прекрасного персонажа. Внешность здесь изменить нельзя, но здесь есть несколько типовых персонажей. Ну, то есть, которые уже созданы по умолчанию. Нам нужно выбрать только оружие, характеристики и стили ведения боя. Так как мы эти характеристики уже выбрали, давайте окунемся в прекрасный мир Jade Empire.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
Сейчас у нас будет небольшое обучение.
Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise, so long as you're certain you have time. Let us begin.
Конечно, давайте начнем. Обычный левой кнопкой мыши мы наносим удар. С помощью кнопки пробел мы делаем блок. Мы можем использовать лечение Ци, чтобы наша жизнь была больше и длиннее. С помощью правой кнопки мыши мы можем сделать мощный удар и уклониться нажатием дадим на клавишу влево-вправо, вверх-вниз. Ну, в смысле, ВСАД. И давайте по-быстрому вынесем этого студента. Очень добрый. Конечно, мастер всегда за нами наблюдает.
I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher.
Лучшие цитаты. Проигрыш — это лучший учитель. Спасибо за бой.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Почему ты не сказал
There was no
это
rush,
раньше?
so I didn't think it would be vital. Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time
В общем, мы
to-
настолько крутые, что все хотят с нами попрактиковаться в спарринге. Спасибо.
I shall leave you to.
И ты тоже береги себя, my friend. Итак, мы начинаем первую главу, в которой мастер предрекает беду соперник оспаривает ваше положение, а прошлое давлеет над настоящим. Наше обучение в городке Две Реки близится к концу. Мастер Ли пообещал вам, что скоро вы узнаете о том, как вы сюда попали и что ждет вас в будущем. В это же самое время начинают распространяться странные слухи о беспокойных призраках и убийцах, не признающих закона. В общем, это небольшое предисловие в текущей главе. Ну и, конечно же, первым делом, что мы сделаем... Вот. Что?
Oh, you're finally here to talk to Master Lee, are you? I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you. What? The old man? That's what he is. Young men don't get mired in foolish beliefs, like the belief that your training is more important than everyone else.
Гао таки просто плещется ядом.
You disrespect this school by monopolizing so much of the
Типичный
attention.
токсичный человек. Чем же я заслужила такую воинственность,
You don't want
Гао?
my answer to that question.
Нет, я хочу, чтобы ты ответил.
I'm
Ну,
sure Wen could
в
stammer out
принципе,
an answer
ладно.
for you. Something to make you feel all warm inside. Just great about yourself.
Просто мне иногда очень интересно, чтобы он сказал.
Do me a
Ну
favor
ладно.
and go talk to him.
Мы
He
это
may
никогда
have
не
some
узнаем, к
education
сожалению.
at this school.
Итак, что можно сделать? Если коротко, то есть такие боевые стили, которые нужно собирать, типа гадюки или стальной ладони, по 3 свитка на каждую. Ну и они, конечно же, конфликтуют. То есть, если ты собираешь гадюку, ты не сможешь собрать стальную ладонь, ну и, соответственно, наоборот. Ну, в общем, зелень вернулась, и стабильность была восстановлена. Здравствуйте, мастер.
Ah, there you are, my student. I watched your bout against Jing with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future? Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember the classes are not the true measure of ability. Always be
Истина, которую нужно запомнить, всегда быть готовым к обучению.
I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful. Sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance.
Да, духи потеряли покой.
And you have a role to play that I have kept secret. Those who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The wise only seek attention when capable of dealing with it. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers, but I know you will become very important to the fates of many. You will be called to face a great evil.
Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master, Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him, and Kiamun was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Lee. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters.
Какие же будут указания, мастер?
The time for practice is over. Go to Gujin, the weapon master, and get a weapon. You may soon be called to use it. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over.
Я сделаю все, как ты говоришь. Будем любимыми. Несмотря ни на что. Ой, ой. Сундук. Мы нашли. За алтарем установлена статуя льва.
The obvious path is humble, safe, but pays the wage of a crook, not a champion.
Мы находимся в журнале, где можем посмотреть наши текущие задания. Соответственно, активные и в дальнейшем завершенные, ну и, возможно, незавершенные тоже могут быть. Сейчас же нам нужно подойти к оружейнику, забрать наше оружие. Да, есть здесь старый язык Тохань. Он очень интересно звучит. Мы его послушаем чуть попозже. Вот таким прекрасным образом выглядит наша школа. Посмотрим, что тут еще есть. Прекрасные феномены. Гармоничная комбо — это сочетание нашей стиля поддержки и активного боевого стиля. Так, это у нас ЦМВО. Это наш... Как он? Ой, я забыл. Как его зовут? Магазин, в общем. И побегаем немножко. Мы с вами не помним. Так. Они сейчас скажут, давай, ну ладно, давайте подеремся. В принципе, почему бы нет? Здравствуйте. Младшие ученики. Двое на одного. Вперед.
We could team up against you and learn from the best.
Конечно, я могу уделить вам минуту. Это кто кого будет жестко бить. Я не одобряю насилие ни в каком случае. Вперед. И тут мне стало интересно, у меня действительно сложности как бы. Не звучало тавтологично. Почему я должен их убивать? Вперед! Обучение — это наше все. Итак, сложность. Вроде сложно. Хорошо. Тогда вперед. Вперед. А тут есть мартышки. И прекрасная деревья, горы. Это было в 2005 году, если что. Не забывай. Травушка-муравушка. Подружание.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Lee might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. I very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater. And he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gal. It only serves to push me further away.
Я просто обожаю этот.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gal, but I'll pick my own poison.
Я обожаю.
Be so
Обожаю.
kind. Stay downwind.
Прощай,
Don't
Гал.
Stone Star, you show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
Конечно. Ну,
Oh, he is Gal the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Lee allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gal never learns. He acts like he's above Master Lee's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived one day.
вот предрассветная звезда — это один из тех персонажей, который
That is my son. Gal could bring
снимает всю грусть просто одним разговором. Даже музычка такая медитативная и расслабляющая.
Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed you with Steve Pat on his way to help TLM.
Не будем терять время и пойдем, конечно же, за ними.
Master Lee was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future? I don't like your bad feelings. They always end up being right. Remember the grass fire? Half of the field's gone in a day, and you knew it would happen. You said you felt the lightning coming, but not even Master Lee knows the weather like that. I trust your instincts. You are full of such promise.
Спасибо. Тут рука.
I can see into the spiritual, an ability that grants some insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night. I helped Master Lee discover the unrest that shapes your future, but I see only problems, while you are destined to find solutions. I envy you for that. I'm glad. You've always kept your feet on the ground. What does Master Lee say? That you should keep the basics close to heart? Let's go get your weapon from Fusion's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. They're foolish to attempt such an attack. Of course.
Конечно же, пойдем вместе.
Go faster.
Я люблю своих компаньонов. Так прекрасно перепроходить Jade Empire. Я сейчас плакну. Да. Когда мы видим источник духа, это значит, что мы можем пополнить себе источник ци. Таким же образом мы можем найти святилище концентрации и сделать. Ну и, соответственно, наполнить себя концентрацией.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it. Let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
Ну и тут в какой-то момент хочется прыгнуть, а ты на пробел не можешь прыгать. Да, нам нужно наше оружие. Вперед за оружием.
It's so awful. They killed him.
Heavens, no! I heard a terrible scream.
Да, разбойники уже здесь, и мы ходим и открываем карту. Это у нас кто? Охранник Юн. Скоро пойдем туда. Курочки. Эти какие курочки. Да, идем за оружием.
Hello, Weather Master Gujin. Good day to you.
Hello.
If you prefer, I don't need to use the fountain. Now,
What brings you here?
Мне нужно оружие.
I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take...
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Lee as just a babe. I came not long... Well, two, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. I don't know whether your master...
Наш мастер нашел два интересных оружия, и нам сейчас нужно выбрать какое-то одно из них.
You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for it. How your master found it, I cannot say.
Мне нужен меч.
Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it if you haven't so close.
Это если что я хлопну.
If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with.
Обязательно загляну.
One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision. Master Lee has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon. That you should.
Вперед.
Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Lee.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town. Master Lee hasn't returned yet with Kiamin. I'm sure he will be back. I will run to the school and seal the
Спасайся. Я совсем разберусь.
These bandits a lesson.
Я же старший ученик.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons.
Да, пойдем тестить наше новое оружие. Вперед. Да, для того, чтобы использовать оружие, нам нужен больше концентрации. Почему мы не бьем?
Longsword, Leaping Tiger.
Уничтожим всех. Я проиграю, если что. Никакого насилия в обычной жизни. Противники только в компьютере. Итак, мы побили здесь всех. Пойдем еще вниз.
Thank the heavens you came down.
Слишком много людей. Ой, подружание убили? Каким образом так? А что так быстро? Алло. Звезда моя. Как ты могла умереть? Зачем ты бросила меня одну? За что? Ладно. Я всех разнесу. Ой, ой, гори. Yes. Ой, напряженно. Мы нашли деньги. Это очень хорошо. Еще деньги. Сохранение игры — это самое важное действие в игре. Так, мы идем к пляжу. Медленно продвигаемся. Дайнышки, дайнышки, дайнышки. Ну ладно. Надеюсь, я здесь не сдохну. Очень страшно. Ладно, я шучу.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to
Умрешь
die.
здесь только ты. Ну ладно. Где? Ауч! Да за что? Здравствуйте. Продолжение. Надо быть очень сосредоточенным. Ай! 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 Ой! Ой! Вперед! Вперед! Хочется сказать, умри же ты уже. Ладно. Новый уровень.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Вперед! Если что, против призраков, а сейчас мы сражаемся с призраками, не действует меч. О, быстро всех били. Я даже как-то не ожидала. Ну ладно. Повезло. Надеюсь, в дальнейшем будет так же легко.
This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it.
Такая улыбочка.
I've seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
Просто с одного удара разнес вражеский корабль. Наш мастер Крус.
But I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. Do not be so quick. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain to the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
Итак, да, у нас первое повышение уровня. Здесь мы можем раскидать наши прекрасные очки умений. Вперед. Всего пора. Готово. И, конечно же, разделить очки по нашим навыкам. Что происходит?
I fought well against those
Тут только
bandits.
хочется
I had no
поболтать.
idea Master Lee could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Lee said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
Поговорим
Worried
о
about we were
нападении.
expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Lee called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer look familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks, with glimpses of... I can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to... Master Lee said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me sick. Master Lee doesn't know who that guardian was, or what I needed protection from. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be. Yes, I suppose you know something about that as well. I hope... Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating chi has not come as naturally to me as it has. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Lee was... Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me... We are all spiritual creatures. When we die, our spirits are released to find their way to the underworld. The journey eases the transition. If their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They can seem almost alone. They usually only appear for a short time. They say what they need. If a person's life is very traumatic, his or her spirit can lose its way for a long... Maddened spirits change. They lose their connection to the living world, and I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough. Then we should return to
Пойдем же к нашему мастеру, дорогая подруга. Пока.
I'm so glad you and Master Lee arrived when you did. My father ran to the school. He didn't make it? No. Please, no. This town was his home. He shouldn't have died like this. Hopefully Master Lee can give this some meaning. A sorcerer here.
Oh, you! Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid. I'm glad, Mrs. Jean. He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before. Remember Zhong Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world, and troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time. But unless the greater problem is corrected... I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects... I don't know. People... I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Master Lee...
Здесь, как ни странно, все крутится вокруг нашего с вами обучения. Да.
It's a good thing we have Master Lee here.
Don't forget his senior student. They say she's
The best student. Спасибо.
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill. Master...
Не будем отвлекаться, идем к нашему мастеру.
Well, you are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Lee to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Lee assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize. Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday, he teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I said, if I could fight, he could likely round up enough of hope. Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Lee is Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the heat. I think so, though I can't remember the name. I know you're very busy. If I'm lucky, if you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs. Take care.
Сделаем небольшой побочный квест, чтобы помочь нашей подруге Кемин. Для этого придется сбегать в противоположную сторону нашей карты. Мы это сделаем по-быстрому. Все решает опыт. Нам нужна какая-то редкая трава для того, чтобы... Теперь, вот. Красный конь. Конечно же, мы не будем жертвовать здоровьем чужого человека.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the lights. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have in this town.
Истинный торговец думает всегда о том, чтобы что-нибудь продать.
Since that master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable. Happily, we don't. Oh yes, I had heard that someone. Anyway, I've checked my. I'm not sure. Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Expensive stuff.
Да, мне нужен красный конь. Да, я могу позволить себе эту роскошь.
An excellent choice. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly, and the binding effects of your generosity is extreme. But who am I to complain? Do come back when the.
Конечно же, не забываем про сохранение. Продвигаемся вперед.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need?
Конечно, хочу помочь тебе с твоей раной.
The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this.
Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Given how quickly I could feel an effect, if you're interested in trying to set a new Goodbye.
Итак, пойдем сходим к нашему торговцу и в то же время учителю по групповому.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed,
Чтобы поставить
but
наш
I'm
новый
expecting
игру.
no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best
Сильный
trainer.
противник, лучший учитель.
Yes, but the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out.
Да, нужно отвлечься и поработать.
Maybe you'd like to challenge her.
Я хочу победить.
Kiamin says that she's feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. If you win this match,
Спасибо. Сейчас мы всех разнесем. Пам-пам-пам-пам. Просто уложимся.
well done. As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kiamin is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well.
Это хорошо, потому что мы сделали ей заживая перед задорого. Наверное, это хорошо. Так, какие товары техники ты продаешь?
For some, the lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you. Let's see what you can learn.
Вперед. Теперь можно идти к мастеру Ли, который хотел с нами поговорить.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Now, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling her, you would have many promising students instead of one.
Гао просто нам завидует.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If she is truly better than me, let her prove it. I challenge her.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobble before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready.
Я готова.
Then let the fighters meet in the arena. Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Явно не с моей стороны.
Are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Fighters, begin!
Leaping Tiger!
Конечно. Я тоже так умею. А еще я умею прыгать. Держись. Ай! Раунд сел. Вы видели, да, это? Боже мой, его... Каким образом? Да как так-то? Алло. Ну-ка, перестань лечиться. Перестань лечиться. У меня закончилась энергия Ци. Это упал. Я не могу проиграть. Давай. Эй, да. Господи. Слышь? Алло. Просто как напряженно. Боже мой. Слишком напряженный бой.
It is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
Фух.
No! I'm not finished!
Gal, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gal the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now. Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the spirit cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
That was exciting. I'm glad you were safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gal had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off. I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Lee has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father.
Да, мастер Ли делает то, что должен, он же наш учитель.
But don't you wish that some things made more
И он
sense?
заботится о нас.
Anticipation is grueling. So much could be happening that you just don't know about. It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it, as much as you want to know more. I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Lee is waiting for you. You should go to him.
Конечно же, нужно сходить к нашему мастеру. Мне кажется, я тут все прочитала. В принципе, ладно. Да. На этом мы, наверное, пока закончим. Спасибо всем за просмотр. Отличного дня. Не забывайте подписываться на канал и делиться вашим мнением о прохождении в комментарии.